In the US, people are able to invest their spare change with the swipe of a finger thanks to the Acorns smartphone app, which has helped save users an estimated $25 million since August last year. The app allows users to round up their daily purchases and automatically invest the change into a diversified portfolio of index funds. Now, since its launch, Acorns has grown to over 750,000 members, and soon Australians will have the chance to bolster their savings as well with a local version of the app in the works. Beta testing will begin from September, with the app available for download in the first quarter of 2016. Now, for more on the app's development, I'm joined by Acorns Australia Chief Operating Officer Brendan Malone here in studio. Brendan, thanks very mumuch for your time today. As mentioned, not available here in Australia. It has been successful in the US, but just explain exactly how it works.
Well, the app's a very simple and easy to use app that we download from the App Store at no cost. It's free, and once you've downloaded it to your smartphone, you very quickly register your details through it. You link your everyday spending cards, like your debit card or your credit card, and once they're inputted, the app monitors your transactions and looks for opportunities to round up your spare change. So gone are the days where you're putting your spare change into a glass jar at home or your ashtray in your car. It goes straight through to your app, and we take that small change and invest it into the share market for you.
And we don't see it. No. Essentially, so it's handled via the app. And so where does it go? And when you say in the introduction, for example, index funds, where is it going? Who's investing it, and how is it being done?
So we take, say for example, this morning you bought a $3.70 coffee with your debit card. We would take that 30 cents, because you're rounding it up to the nearest dollar. We take that 30 cents and put it into an Acorns investment account for you. Once you're registered in the app, you choose one of 5 portfolios that we have offered that's combined with, which is made up of 7 ETFs, which are quoted on the Australian Stock Exchange. They're blended and weighted in a risk portfolio manner so that you choose which portfolio you would like, and then that 30 cents gets micro-invested into those funds.
Depending on what the individual's risk level is?
Yes, yeah. Depending what your goals are and where you want to be, you can run from a portfolio of conservative right the way up to an aggressive portfolio.
And who manages the money?
The ETFs are in a fund that are managed by our systems.
Yeah. And how successful has this been in the US?
Oh, it's been very, very well receptive. As the introduction said, we've started in August last year, so just under 12 months, and they're actually up to now 900,000 member accounts, and they're adding about 100,000 member accounts a month.
And look, it's not. So how long has it been going in the US?
August last year.
August last year, and so it's not been a long time. But in terms of performance, then of the index, I mean, how has it been faring? Has it been volatile out there?
Yeah, it has. It has. We're just waiting actually on the first 12 months, or the first 9 months, for the quarters to come out any time now. But it's consistent, and it's with the market.
And who does it? I mean, is it targeted to specific type of people, or is it something that is across the board? Who do you see as the natural sort of customer, if you like?
No, the Acorns, what we're trying to achieve is to make investing available to everybody. What we're trying to do is break down the barriers to investing, whether it be from an educational point of view, whether it's a minimum amount investment or a minimum period of investment. So there's no minimum fee, no $5,000 entry, no must keep your money locked up for 5 years. It's getting everybody into the habit of investing. And we're linking that with the daily spending and the habits that people are having, whether it be buying groceries or buying coffees or petrol in the car. You have an opportunity to invest and create something for the future.
And do you think that there is that, I mean, obviously we're seeing it in the US with 100,000 new people a month taking it up, but do you think that here in Australia there is that appetite as well to be focused on investment, whether it be active or whether it be more of a passive nature, such as through the Acorn app?
I think it is. I think a lot of people I'm speaking to, whether it's friends or friends of friends in sort of the generations from 18 to 35, or the age group, a lot of people don't know how to invest.
Yeah.
Now, this is giving everybody an opportunity to get in, start your investing, starting with small amounts and spare change. People say, well, that's not going to make a difference, but it has proven, and sort of the compounding interest effect of that is compounding over years. It will create something substantial for you in the future.
Wow. And so when is it available here in Australia?
So we will start beta testing in September, October. And of course that's going to go very well, and then that will be available to download in sort of early 2016.
What about security around it? I mean, people are going to, obviously the idea of having your financial details online in some capacity or another has been around for a while, but there is always in many people a small degree of fear in regards to it. I mean, how secure is the app, and I suppose the people's personal details around it?
Yeah, we will we don't hold your bank account details. We can't take money out of your bank account or anything like that. We're using full bank level security on all our data files and things like that. We're registered with the Australian Securities Investment Commission. We're working very closely with them at the moment to finalise the whole new fintech and the apps and things coming out to make sure that we're fully compliant and consistent with the financial services.
What's their reaction been like to this? Because I'm assuming that there isn't anything like this currently in the market.
No, there's nothing out here in Australia. They're excited, and that's why we are working very closely and being very receptive to what we're trying to do and work with them to make sure that we are fully compliant.
So beta trials, starting in September, and what then by about 2016 you're hoping to be able to
February 2016, the app will be available in the App Store, free download, and off you go and start investing.
Fantastic. Very, very exciting. Brendan, appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Brendan Malone there from Acorns. Now we're going to move on, and Apple might be in trouble, it seems, with the Federal Trade Commission